Hello everybody, this is Pam, and today is May 15th, and it is 1:57 p.m. and it is 75 degrees. So it's really a quite beautiful day. Kind of overcast, probably gonna rain, which is okay. Looks like somebody over there just got married. I wonder if I can go just jump in the pictures with them. I doubt it. You rarely hear of people getting married on a Sunday. You know, I never heard of people getting married on Sunday, but I'm sure it happens somewhere. Apparently here. Okay, so anyway, have a few, just a little, lechon. No, I'm still doing well. Of course, I take a picture every day on, of Hercules, and he's doing well. Me, I'm doing okay, I'm having a little problem with the neuropathy, the peripheral neuropathy. I'm going to go, I left a message at 5 a.m. this morning to my doctor. Look, I need the Lyrica again or the gabapentin. I used to take both. I like the Lyrica better than I like the gabapentin. The gabapentin takes longer to get to working. Lyrica seems to work pretty fast. And it not only works for me on I believe it's the Lyrica, on the neuropathy, but it does also work on depression. So it's a double doozer. It did before, anyway. But I have a feeling, probably say, I'll give you some gabapentin, 5 milligrams. It'll just take a while to go through this pain. It might have been just a one-time thing. I'm hoping to kind of stop. I don't know. So anyway, I was going through the videos, and you people who hate me out there will hate this. I was watching Jen's video from yesterday, which was Saturday, today's Sunday, and she's moaning and groaning because she's losing weight, she's depressed. I get it though. When you can no longer indulge in your habit, you're eating, and it's basically a habit, and you change something that was a way of comfort for you to where, you take that comfort away. Sometimes what you think you expect you should be feeling good, you find it's painful, it's hurt, because you no longer have that degree of comfort, so I get it, but I'm glad she's losing weight, and keep it up, just work through your depression, try to get out of that bed, I mean, look, I don't live your life, I don't know how you feel, every day can be a struggle if you make it that way, or it would be a blessing if you just think about it. If they told you didn't have any more days, or they told you only have so many days, these days would be precious. So try to look at it that way, and what you're working toward, not what you're leaving behind, is this jail that your body has put you in, and try to look at it that way. Work toward maybe sitting up longer. Work toward maybe putting some clothes on. Work toward, maybe walking a little bit with a walker, and then, make little tiny goals. Not goals that take months and weeks and all that. A goal that you can meet each day. Even if it's like, say, okay, I'm going to sit up for 15 minutes, okay, and then the next day maybe I'm going to sit up for 16 minutes, and you just slowly increase it until you're sitting up for an hour, and then it's second nature. But you can't jump from 15 to 30 minutes, really, I get that. And here's another thing. This is just, I'm talking to Jen. I know Jen probably wouldn't watch this because, first of all, I rarely give ass pats, and I do tell what I think. And, you know, I'm like anybody else. I don't like it when people tell me what they think. But, you know, I do come up with some good suggestions, and, you know, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just being logical. Okay. That's where I'm at these days. Logic. So, another thing, she was alluding that there's a surprise change coming. You know, and I have no idea what she's talking about. Of course, Jen doesn't really watch me and never talks to me. So, I'm just playing devil's advocate, and I'm going to just say what I think she's talking about. Maybe she's talking about moving out of West Virginia. Take this as with a grain of salt, and you probably will. I would rethink that. West Virginia has been very good to you. You know, they have extended the olive branch. They have given you all the benefits that you need. And if you're thinking about moving into a different situation, to a different state, all benefits are not the same in every state. I'm surprised West Virginia has such good benefits. You know, I mean, even I live in Indiana, and they don't have benefits like that. They might, I don't know. Because I've never received not one benefit from any government agency or anything. But, you know, what I have heard, they don't. I mean, we have the 401, what's it called? Where you can live in a house, Section 8. We have Section 8 here, I guess. And yeah, we do. I know we do. And we have things like that. But we don't have anything where you can go stay indefinitely into a hospital. I know if you're dually covered, like meaning Medicare, Medicaid, that's about the best coverage you'll ever have, because what Medicare doesn't pay, Medicaid will. Or, yeah, you know. So the state, for one, the you know, federal government covers you. You know, and you know, maybe not a lot of other states will be so forgiving or so generous, like with a house or an apartment, you know, provide you with that. Because I can't imagine, I mean, I know you have a disability because of your weight, and I get that, but even with that, a lot of states would, you know, they would require you to do something to change that. As long as I've been on YouTube and I've paid attention to your channel, it's been quite a few years. Not too much action is done with change. Me neither. So I'm just making conversation. But some states might require you to make more of an effort toward change and improvement than just, you know, reaping the benefits of the taxpayers. And, you know, now let me set this straight. Somebody had told me one time, well, she's a taxpayer too. Paying taxes for food and beverage is not what they're talking about. You know, it doesn't pay into, you know, it's what people pay into, and they give it to the citizens because they need help. And, you know, and it's like, you know, there's a term, the poor will always be with us, which is true. In essence, it's true. And so, we, you know, you can't just let people homeless on the streets. I get that. You know, I guess, you know, but, you know, what I'm trying to say is, unless you're going to change your whole position in life, you know, get a job, Jean's going to finally get a job, you know, and if you move away, and if you go somewhere that's unfamiliar to you, where you don't have anybody there to support you, and you abandon what you have that is your safety net, which of course, I mean, in all honesty, I would probably encourage that, because I think that's a healthy thing to do, to try to make a change in somebody's life. But you have to realize, you are kind of like a child who's a ward of the state. They take care of you. They provide your needs, your housing, your food, your nutrition, your medical, and even your entertainment, because they give you a little bit of money and you can deem what you want to do with it. Okay, so unless you're willing to really just say, hey, I'm going to make a total change in my life, which is a very positive thing to do. I wish I had that sort of determination right now to do that. But unless you're willing to do that, you better really think, if you ever decide to move out of your state of West Virginia, that you go to a state who is also very generous with their entitlements. If you look at, like, if you come to Indiana, don't do it. They probably wouldn't give you much. Don't go to California. Probably wouldn't get much. The cost of living in California, probably you'd be living at 10. I would just really think about it. And think about your situation with Gene. Is he there for the long haul? Or is he there for, the time being? You have to be very secure in your relationship when you make a decision that's going to eventually change everything from your safety net to somebody else's safety net. I mean, let's be real. Gene lives with you. So basically, you support Gene. And supporting somebody and taking away their peace of mind is very scary. And it would put a big, what would I call that? A big, it could scare somebody. It really, really could, because, I wouldn't want my home, my livelihood risked unless I totally trust that person. And not because somebody's doing something because they're bored or they want something new. They have totally thought out everything. And there's an outward goal. There's a goal in mind. You always got to have, like, the idea, like, whenever I moved, I had to really, when I would leave, like if they would move from one house to another house or whatever, can I really, 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 really afford this? Can I really, 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 can I, is this doable? Is this a good idea? Do I like the neighborhood? Do I like the people? Is this going to cost me more money than I'm paying now? Is this going to become a regret? I've been very fortunate. Every time I've moved from one location to the next, it was always a pretty damn good idea. I never just jumped on the first, house I saw. I never jumped on the first home or anything. I always made sure that this is the one that is a good, But anyway, it's just something to think about, and I might be totally off base here, but, it's good to dream, But it's also great to be realistic and to know what you really have and not try to take on too much or not give up your safety net, because everybody needs that little safety net. God in heavens knows I do, you know. I hate not knowing anything. I have to know, you know, where my, you know, I write out my bills every month, and, you know, I have to know I have the money to pay them, because, you know, 1 month, if you get behind 1 month, if you can't pay 1 month, how in the hell are you going to pay 2? That's why I never try to get behind. You know, I don't put one bill away, you know, say, oh, I'll pay it next time. Nope, never ever, because I know if I can't pay 1, I ain't gonna be able to pay 2. I'm not like that. I don't have that kind of money, you know. When I was young, I did, but now I don't. But anyways, I'm gonna let you go. You all have a great day and enjoy this beautiful weather. Well, today it's overcast, but it's okay too. Bye-bye.